Nice. Good for you.
I don't want to do this. I could take off myself, right? I don't like this. You left me to do a cold open. I'm not prepared.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pastas, 55 peppers, and 155 taters. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. My name is AJ Lancaster.
Can I just say, I think that that's unrealistic sketch, not that someone would do something like that, but that they'd be able to get that order, because I just tried to order like a basic thing through a drive-thru and they're like, what? Huh? Was that this with that? And him just prattling that off and it'd be like, boop, 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 boop. No way.
$680.
Pay it forward. It's a pay it forward.
It's only $680.
I can just run.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night.
My
name is AJ Lancaster. It's What the Show.
We be the Deacons.
This is going great.
We have a juice, and we're here. We have Geoff on today, our favorite jabroni, and he's here to answer for his crimes.
Geoff, what movie is this from?
That Pizza Planet, that's got to be one of the Toy Stories.
Oh my God. So you really haven't seen any of those then?
What?
The plot thickens.
I've seen Toy Story.
Okay, can you tell me what Toy Story is about?
Great awkward pause.
The Claw.
Have you seen all of the Toy Stories?
I've seen all the Toy Stories.
Can you tell me what toys?
I saw Toy Story 3 on June 18th, 2010, opening day for that film. It was the day after I graduated high school. Half my graduating class went to the same screening.
Oh, and did you all cry?
No.
Geoff doesn't have feelings.
No, that's fair.
I don't cry.
I don't cry. Nothing he has feelings about are warm burgers.
Warm burger.
You're gonna need a bigger order. Before we get into our roast of Geoff, what is? It's our last night. It is our last night of May.
Let me put the Streamlabs in.
So go ahead, hit us with. Also, before we say what our charity is this month, I would just like to reiterate why it's such a good cause and why writers are so awesome, because they can Toy Story 3 can make you be in your feelings unless you're Geoff and you're heartless. Watch the Ted Lasso finale and I've been emotionally compromised all night. So writers are awesome and we wouldn't have anything without them. Any movie, show, anything. AJ, hit that charity.
And that's why any donations to streamlabs.com/whattheshow/tip will not be going to improving the quality of the program. No, we don't do that here. Instead, we forward any of those donations to a cause. This month's cause is the snack list. The snack list is a fund that's being used to go and buy, pizza or coffee or whatever for people out in those WGA picket lines, keeping them fed, keeping them caffeinated, and helping them fight the good fight. We here at What the Show do support unions. So,
So, Geoff. Here's a genuine question. So if you have, which again, I have no record of, so maybe you're just saying that you have in fact watched some of these movies, but it's on Letterboxd. Sure. If you have in fact watched these movies, when you're doing your lists, of, like your best Spielberg, your Pixar, whatever, why don't you add in the ones that you have seen?
Because for many of them, I haven't watched it in such a long time. I don't necessarily remember it. I'm not going to rank something I don't remember. So I want to rewatch it. And then I'll do it based on how I feel now.
Can we pull up the Spielberg list again? Where did E.T. fall again?
It wasn't on there.
No, E.T.
Oh,
was.
E.T.
Jaws was not
Jaws
on
was
there,
missing, yeah.
which nor Indiana Jones.
It's very Juice already brought it up in your whole conversation. It's very obvious that I don't log movies, that I'm only using it and logging movies as I watch them now. I didn't go back and log every movie I've ever seen.
Could you explain to me the plot of
It is a likely story.
Back
to the Future is about a boy that goes back in time to get in bed with his mom. That's Back to the Future.
Close
Everyone
enough.
knows
Okay,
that.
I'll take that.
Everyone
I'll
knows
give you
that.
that
Let's
one.
break this down, though. Let's break this down. So you log every
Back
movie.
to the Future?
No. So you log every movie as you watch it, even if you've seen it before for the past 4 years or so?
For the past, I think I started using it in 2017, but I was only using the lists. 2018, I started actually logging for the diary there. So,
Okay, so
only movies I started watching from 2017 on. Anything I've watched is probably in there.
So you haven't seen Jaws since at least 2017.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why we're judging you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm judging you a little bit for that. Where do we have the Spielberg list pulled up?
I got it.
Oh, joy.
Do you have this?
I can actually. Yeah, we're not playing a guessing game anymore, so actually.
I yelled at Juice for where he plays CT as well. If it makes you feel any better, Jeff.
These are the Spielberg films I've watched since 2017. That's
yes, but
all.
why, pray tell, is E.T. 4? Do you not like wonder and childhood and all things great in
He does
life?
not love childhood. We're aware of that.
Bethany, I gotta say, I hope one day when you grow up, I can't wait for that to happen. You'll understand that people have different feelings about things.
No, I'm a C5 forever. Actually, thank you.
What compelled you to watch Lincoln in the past 5 years?
That made
AJ, it was the pandemic.
Okay, so you're gonna watch Lincoln but not Jaws in the past 5 years?
yeah, what the fuck? Look at your life. Look at your choices. One of them is fun, and the other one is
Lincoln.
not. I'll give it to you that
Tintin too.
yeah,
Tintin
and BFG.
Yeah, Tintin's dope.
I mean,
The
sure.
Tintin is
BFG
dope.
didn't come out in that time frame, so I'll give him that one.
Okay. I mean, I'm not hating on the movies that you have, and the top 3, they are good movies. Would I put Catch Me If You Can at number 1? No, but again, opinions, whatever. But
that means you rewatched Schindler's List and have not rewatched
Actually,
Yeah.
no.
again,
That
do you
was
like
the first time I watched Schindler's List.
That's one of those movies that I watched and I'm like, it was phenomenal and I don't never need to watch it again. So
That movie is the one that was the closest to make me cry right there at the very end. I was like, oh no,
It gave you
feelings.
actual feelings.
Push them down, Jeff. And that worked, but it almost did.
I haven't seen it. Is it like Schindler and his girlfriend finally get together at the end? Did that make you cry? I haven't seen it.
That's what it is. Mhm.
pretty much.
Yeah, a lot. Oh boy.
Now,
I think it'd be. I'm not ready for this now, but I think it would be fun to kind of do the reverse of what we did, but have Jeff try to guess what his own lists is. He can't
oh yeah.
see if he can remember.
Yes, I love where your head is at.
Oh
Roll the
no.
Kevin Smith list. See if he can,
Did
if he
you
remembers the Kevin
Did you
Smith
watch our segment on the Kevin Smith?
I watched it, but also I
He's
don't
probably
remember my
high.
own list. I don't remember any of this stuff, so I'll be bad at this. I change the list around every time that I log a new one in there.
I think it'd
What
be pretty
What
funny.
do you recall your number one Kevin Smith movie being?
Ooh.
I remember
Good
what
question. Good question. I'd probably say, I don't know, Clerks 2.
it wasn't.
So
That was
is
higher than
that
we
or-
thought.
Yeah.
That's like number 3.
It's like that or Dogma, probably.
Yeah, Dogma's
was
your
number
number one.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
I like that we all remember it, but you don't.
You had Clerks 2 like number 2 or 3 though. You had Clerks 2 very high.
Yeah, Clerks 2.
I really
number
like
3.
I really like Clerks 2. I'm all for a low budget comedy featuring a donkey.
Are you saying so? If Clerks 2 is 2, wait, you said Juice? It is 2,
3.
3. It's 3, and you're Kevin Smith movie. So you're saying Clerks 2 is a better film than E.T.
I don't think you understand how rankings work, Bethany. Bethany, I'm going to tell you right now, when you watch it, when you want to put a bunch of, do you know how lists work?
I am aware, and I would like you to answer for your crimes.
I don't know
What
the
did
crime
E.T. ever
is
do to you?
I don't
I'm not
Just that
I'm
you
not gonna
love
lie.
E.T.
I didn't
that
think the
much.
stream was just gonna be Bethany attacking.
Could you please
Josh.
explain to me?
AJ, I didn't expect this either.
Can you please
Getting all
explain to me
ganged up.
how Leonardo DiCaprio being a fraud
No.
is better than a child healing from a broken family of divorce because a magical friend comes and meets him from outer space? Can you please tell me how that is a better movie?
No.
Because you're wrong. Because you're wrong and you know it.
Real talk though, did you guys see that the real guy from Catch Me If You Can recently was just like, yeah, I
He
made all
just-
that shit up.
Which
He
is
just
yes.
Oh man,
Not
it's like
bad,
that.
Mark.
Oh god, that story about the guy who wrote a fake Howard Hughes biopic or novel or whatever. This is just like that guy. This is just like an F for fake type deal. That's wild, but it doesn't mean that the Catch Me If You Can movie isn't still great.
I
Oh,
mean,
I love
it is a good
I
movie.
very much enjoyed that movie. That's a comfort food movie for me. So
I'm not gonna lie and say that it's not a good movie. But
If anything, it almost makes it a little bit better because you can just appreciate it as fiction as opposed to being like,
Yeah.
did that really happen?
Yeah,
Like, what?
true.
Like I just watched. What did I just watch? Tetris.
Tetris
Yeah,
was,
And it was
That
awesome.
dope.
there's definitely
Tetris is fun.
a car
Tetris is
chase
fun.
in
There
the
was
actual
never a
story.
car chase.
Yeah,
I hope
it
there
was
was.
great, and like it kind of makes it a little bit better because you're like, wow, this guy really like risked his life in Russia to like try to get the rights to this game. That's crazy.
I'd watched actually a history of the game like 2 years ago on YouTube, and they went through, and a lot of what was on that was like in the movie. Obviously, they embellished a lot of it,
Yeah,
but just the whole story of that was like fantastic. But the way they did the movie, they made that movie like thrilling. Like, and I knew the story, and like I was kind of on the edge of my seat, even though I knew what happened.
Tetris. A lot of people compared it this way, but it's because it's pretty accurate. Like it feels like not quite as good as either of these movies, but like a mashup of The Social Network and Argo.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. So you're saying The
I like
Social Network is better than Tetris, but you think Yeoman.
and then what was crazy was right after I watched Tetris, I watched Air.
Yeah,
So a movie with essentially, in a way, a very similar plot,
yes,
Yeah.
yet a completely different scenario. Both
I like
a
both of them
person
a lot.
You know what?
putting
There's a
everything
trend.
on the line.
There's a trend
So-
this year. There's still 2 other movies about the creation and marketing of a new product. That
I
are
want to
coming
see
out this
Blackberry,
year.
but it's
Yeah.
nowhere near
Blackberry,
us.
I really want to see because that's the only.
Nowhere
That's
near us.
what makes it more interesting is it's a story of the invention and how this thing grew so big and then completely collapsed.
Yep.
Unlike the other ones there.
You
And
could
then-
say
And
that
then the other
Black,
one is.
or
What
you
are
could
you
say
gonna
that
say?
Blackberry is a giant collision.
Oh,
See what you did there.
I see what you did.
You remember how all the,
Yes,
the
They
Blackberry
all use
references?
Blackberries.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Collision.
I was picking
It's
for
a
your putting
prequel.
down.
It's a prequel.
It's a prequel. Yeah, it's a prequel.
But anyways, continue on, Jeff.
And then Hulu in June or July is going to have a movie that Eva Longoria directed called Flamin' Hot, and it's the story of the true story of a janitor who created Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and then it
Also
turned out
fake.
that his whole story was fake.
Yes.
And then
Sounds
they
about right.
decided, and then the studio decided we're still going to move forward with the story. And we know that they chose to go forward with it. It wasn't some misunderstanding because the story came out in 2019 that it was all a lie, and then they didn't shoot it until 2021. So they were like, yes, we're still going to tell this story about the history that's absolutely false.
Sounds all right.
Oh, it's so good.
They could take like a more of a Weird Al approach to it. Just make it more satirical.
Oh my God. Weird the Al Yankovic story. It was great.
It was my number 5 movie last year. I loved it.
Did you
I
love
got-
that one, Jeff? Or
You saw it in
I
theaters.
did. I saw it. Not only did I see it in a theater,
Now
I saw it in
gone
a
back
theater
and loved
introduced. I saw it introduced by Weird Al. He came into the theater and he
That's
said,
fantastic.
yeah. And he said, and now get ready for the most critically acclaimed, crowd-pleasing entry of the Harry Potter saga yet, or something like that.
Daniel Radcliffe was phenomenal as him.
Now, how would you
Who's
rank your
Kelvin?
Harry Potter films, Jeff?
Guess
Do
what?
we have a letterbox?
Guess what I haven't seen? Guess what I haven't seen in over 10 years? A Harry
I thought
Potter
you were about to say
I
you've
said
never
the
seen
last
any
time-
Harry
no,
Potter movies.
No. The last time, so I mean, I've seen the Fantastic Beasts
I
piece
have
of
not.
shit, but good, congrats. That's keep it that way.
We're gonna.
But for the Wizarding, the other ones, the last time I saw a Harry Potter movie was opening weekend or the second weekend of Deathly Hallows Part 2 in theaters. So I haven't watched any of them since I saw it end.
Well, if you don't already own them, I recommend
I don't.
bootlegging them if you ever do decide to
Yeah.
watch them
I'll watch them
again.
on Max.
Because
That's the
I
one to
don't
watch.
want that woman to get any money.
That's the one to watch.
Max. the
Isn't
one
that
to watch.
also? I was gonna say, isn't it the catchphrase? Good job.
So I have a mini game
Oh,
for
yeah?
AJ versus Jeff
Oh, no.
Ooh.
on guessing what 6 movies and in what order is Jeff's John Carpenter list.
Shows that I've only watched 6 John Carpenter's movies.
I'm gonna
So-
say
AJ will go first. If you can guess what the highest one is, you'll get points if the movie's on the list, but you get more points if you pick a higher on the list movie.
The Thing.
Not on the list.
Okay, Christian
Am I,
Harlow.
Jeff, like, why do you?
wait, am I guessing my own number one or
Yeah,
any movie on
You're,
the list?
you're trying to guess your own number 1.
I'm trying to see because I didn't understand the okay.
Right.
My
yeah.
number one of the 6 John Carpenter movies I watched in the last 6 years, which by the way, only time I ever seen John Carpenter films other than Halloween. My number 1 is Starman.
That's correct.
Oh, he remembered that.
Really?
All right,
Get 6
Um,
points. All right,
what about-
AJ
Christian.
Big
I
Trouble in
actually
Little
kind of
China.
like Jeff.
That's true.
on the list, but number 5.
2 points.
So you get
Okay.
2 points. Jeff, do you remember what your number 2 is?
I'm
Wait,
trying
what
to
did
remember
AJ
what it
guess?
is because I'm also the problem is I also keep thinking about what I actually know my number 6 is out of 6 too. But I believe my number 2 is Halloween.
That's correct.
That's a fair choice.
A little. Well, point value will triple.
They Live.
No, not on the list.
The trick is I just know what movies I had seen of his. I'm just trying to think of which one I think I like more.
I was hoping Jeff wasn't going to remember this much about.
No,
John
it's because
Carpenter
it's
movies.
very singular. Because I remember watching and helping people train at one point, and I realized I had
Oh.
never seen a single John Carpenter movie. So then I had
Wow.
watched like all 6 of these, except for
Oh.
Halloween. I had seen Halloween because everyone had seen Halloween.
Yeah.
I believe the next one is Escape from New York.
That's correct. I don't think, AJ, you have a chance to guess what his number 4 is. And because I'm saying that, I'm going to give you a chance to guess what his number 4 is. Because I don't even think I've heard of this movie. And I'll give you a hint. It came out in 1994. And it was directed by John Carpenter.
94 and John Carpenter.
That's a good hint.
I'll give you another hint if you are truly.
Yeah.
Bartender hint.
Sam Neill is the lead actor.
I think I know what this movie is either.
I have a guess.
I should know what it is, but I don't.
He should know what it is. This feels like AJ should definitely know what this is.
Yeah, when
You can
say it,
you
I'm
can
just gonna-
you can
Wait,
say it,
I
Jeff,
want to know Mike's guess.
if you remember. Oh,
Is it the Ghost in the Darkness?
No. It's In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, I don't think
I've
I've ever
never
heard of that
it.
movie.
Ooh, it's
But
really,
yeah,
really
good at
weird.
getting second place in trivia.
So then the number 5 is Big Trouble in Little China, and Jeff, your number 6, John Carpenter.
The worst one I had seen. I know a lot of people seem to really like it, but I really was so bored by The Fog.
Oh yeah, the Fox.
Like,
I've never seen it.
I know people that think it's great, and I'm like, it is a drag.
So you haven't seen The Thing then, because you said this is the only time you've ever seen any John Carpenter movies.
You know, I kept saying that, and I realized that I was wrong because I have seen The Thing.
Would anyone
So many likely stories, Jeff.
would anyone
I
like
have
to
seen
guess
The Thing.
what my word?
Oh fuck! I've seen They Live too. God damn it!
Wait, your John Carpenter list?
Just what my worst John Carpenter movie ranked is.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Is it the Fog?
No, it came out in 2010.
Oh,
You're talking about The Ward?
The Ward, starring America's
Alicia
sweetheart.
Cuthbert?
No, America's
No.
sweetheart, Amber Heard.
Amber-
Okay.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
mean the
It's-
I don't understand any of that.
lady who left America and quit acting?
Didn't see Mark cut you off there
That's funny.
for a minute.
Oh, good old James
And
Raymore.
did you?
Oh, I
That's
do have a
true.
question for you, Jeff. I noticed
Shoot.
that you only have one Lord of the Rings movie logged. Are you in the process of watching the other two so that you can complete your Middle Earth trilogy list?
But also, could you actually just rewatch Jaws first?
I love the fact that there's a list dedicated to Middle Earth and there's one movie.
One movie?
And there's a list dedicated to Peter Jackson as well.
Yeah.
And there's also one movie.
There's also
You got to put down the Appletini.
There's also one list, a list for Sidney Lumet with only one movie. I realized that I stopped doing single movie things when I realized it looked dumb until I could have more.
Yeah, I just noticed.
So,
So as I'm going through, I noticed more. So Die Hard has one. Francis Ford Coppola has one. Godfather has one. You can't
Same
tell what.
thing there.
Same thing. Has Fallen has one. Olympus Has Fallen.
that's a good one to have as a list. So wait. Have you
Awesome.
not finished? Have you not watched the other Lord of the Rings? I won't judge you for that because
I
actually
have.
found them
I
before.
have. I've seen Two Towers 2 days in a row in theaters.
Why is that not on the list
Back
then?
in theater. I mean,
Because that was 20 years ago, Bethany.
too, yeah.
But this movie. But if you logged Middle Earth, why didn't you just log other things?
Monty with a carpenter built the big deck at the Aqua. Oh,
Listen,
but I want
rest
to go
in
to
peace,
haunted
Kim
house.
Kardashian.
We lost bartender
boy.
juice. He's run away.
So bartender juice ran away. Now, Jeff, we're gonna continue with this, but I have come up with a little bit of a punishment for you.
Could you please just log Back to the Future for me? Could you do that?
Here's the thing. I know for a fucking fact that it is logged, I went and I must have just put a rating in instead of a full log. Because look, if you want to see, you can look on your end to prove that it's still not listed there, but I will show you that it does have it actually.
You act
Say-
like I know how to use Letterboxd.
I have a star rating on there. I don't know why it doesn't come up.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That is very interesting.
Now, Jeff, we have some breaking news for you.
Great.
This coming Sunday,
Great.
Jeff is participating in our Cutthroat movie trivia.
Sorry, come again.
A while.
That felt so delayed.
Yeah. So, Jeff, I'd like to inform you that you have been assigned number 2, so you will be on the first table. However,
Awesome.
I am going to throw you a bone. Because number 3, I'm also going to announce right now.
Stop giving out these answers.
No.
We do this.
Okay.
Number 3, who will also be on the first table with you, is Pardis.
Okay.
Have at it.
Mike, I'm going to make sure that when I join this trivia match, I'll be so high, I'm going to lose in the first round.
You're not going to lose in the first round.
No, I'm not.
We're giving you Party J.
Thanks for announcing it live. No, he watches movies too.
I was gonna say, he sees movies? I don't even know what that means.
He doesn't watch
Hold
our
on, I
shows.
dropped the- I
You
dropped
know
if
the
you guys
movies
know
we
this.
watch.
I don't know if you guys know this, but he works at a movie theater.
Oh, I don't have a dream. Okay, I do have a little. I lied.
So the first table, if we're gonna anyone watching, the initial table on Sunday, number 1 is Moose Haas, number 2 is Geoff Alterman, and number 3 is Party.
Wait, can only one person get eliminated at one time?
No,
though?
you're not
Yeah.
really competing against them. It's like if you get a question wrong, you're out. The whole table can go out.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
so-
cutthroat,
It's not,
baby.
it's not like a best of 5 series of rounds.
No, it's one question.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah,
the match.
all of them are movies that you haven't seen.
I'm
It's
gonna
all
throw the match.
it's all Pixar films and lots of ET questions.
But the MVP,
you're number 4.
the MVP is just as important as the winner. So like Jeff and Moose and Pardis have as the best chance of getting the MVP out of anybody. So you because and we'll reveal this right now. Both the MVP and the winner are going to get to choose charities of the month. So
All right.
What?
if you're
yeah.
MVP or the winner of Cutthroat, you're going to get to pick one of our charities of the month, like what all of our street labs go to.
I'm gonna throw the match.
Nice.
Wait, is that
Whoa.
this Sunday? That's
That's
Sunday?
this Sunday.
Okay. All right. Good. Good to
Juice,
remember.
just so you
Listen,
know.
listen,
You
I just-
are also
I'll be there.
the
I'll be there.
It's because I really want to watch The Idol when it drops.
We still have room for competitors, right?
Yeah, we can still add.
Okay.
We'll still accept more competitors up until we'll say Friday, because Friday I'll probably have to finalize everything.
I'll text. I'll bring it up in the chat. I think I got something that might be funny. I think I got a potential funny bit.
Nice.
We love funny
If
bits.
we're ready to move on, I have another question for Jeff.
What are we moving
Oh,
on
yes,
from?
please.
So your 6 Baz Luhrmann movies are Elvis, Romeo and Juliet, Great Gatsby. What is this one? This looks funny.
Australia?
Strictly Ballroom, Moulin Rouge, in Australia. Do you actually like any of these movies?
Yeah.
I actually really like Elvis.
Okay.
Why?
And then
Would you say more than ET?
no? Because I'm not.
No,
I'm not,
wait,
feel
wait,
better.
wait, wait.
I'm not a fucking psychopath.
I'll tell you why.
Somebody clip
Cut
that out.
Yeah, cut that one out.
Okay.
Psychopath.
Because I actually am with you. I like Elvis, not like love Elvis, not more than E.T. Don't worry, Bethany. And I cannot stand like any of his other movies.
So I really like Elvis. It works for that. And I enjoy Romeo and Juliet. I don't think it's as great as some other people do, but I kind of admire it. There's just so many individual pieces of Great Gatsby that I like, but I also just think Great Gatsby, the story as a whole, has never landed for me. So it's just really flat on top of
how I felt about Elvis. Actually, like I thought Austin Butler was phenomenal in Elvis.
Why?
The story was you fell asleep.
Larger question to the world at large: why do we continue to let Baz Luhrmann make movies?
His movies make
money.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
In the post-pandemic theatrical window, Elvis made $150 million or something, 135 or 150 million dollars off of like an $80 million budget for a 2.5 hour or so R-rated adult drama. They were able to get more adults back out, and then worldwide, he also makes a lot of money as well. So,
well, let's talk about the demographic, because I think the key demographic for that was unvaccinated seniors in the Midwest. I think they probably ended up killing a lot of people's grandparents.
Listen, I don't know, but after Great Gatsby, there's Strictly Ballroom, which I thought was fine. It's an interesting enough debut from him. It doesn't have as much of the craziness as the rest.
Everyone, there's so many people Strictly Ballroom in the last 6 years.
Not Jaws. That's correct, Bethany. Yes. After Strictly Ballroom isn't
Moulin Rouge.
I know how many people love Moulin Rouge. I can't fucking stand Moulin Rouge.
I could not stand it. It was
that's true though. Elvis was Tom Hanks' best performance last year because his other performance was Geppetto and Pinocchio.
Listen, just let him do like weird little voices.
No, I'm a fan of his weird shit in Elvis. He's playing a fucking cartoon.
Like we had this
discussion.
It's totally a cartoon, 100%.
Like a couple months ago. Bethany's favorite genre is kids on bikes. Mine is prestige actors who get to do a funny little voice.
It's true.
Like,
what would you say yours is?
Oh, probably movies that aren't about a musician, but music is an extremely important aspect to the movie.
I like that.
So Wayne's World, music is like a core feature to it, even though like the plot really isn't even about music.
Hey, John.
Bill and Ted, it technically is music in the sense that they're trying to start a band, but like in reality, music is not actually like, it's a core element that makes the film great, but it's not like actually right. They're not really musicians, and they don't really play any music.
So you don't like biopics, basically.
Yeah,
like
Spinal Tap is one of the greatest movies.
Music.
Yeah, Spinal Tap. School of Rock is obviously a lot about music, but it's still like it's not a biopic about a big musician. It's just
does this extend to just movies when you say reliant on music? Movies that are like needle drop centric, something like, just for an example, like Guardians of the Galaxy, which has music so tied to it as well. But it's not musicians like you're saying.
Music where music is a character, even though it's not necessarily like about music. The movie's not necessarily like
That's why I thought like Guardians is an example of a movie that kind of like has music that's like really latched into it.
I gotta look at my top movies.
Transformers 1986.
True. The music,
one of the best soundtracks you'll ever listen to.
The music is the character. Mike's favorite genre of film is We Get It. You're a boy who grew up in the 90s. That's his.
Mallrats, Empire Records, Swingers, all of them phenomenal. Austin Powers, Billy Madison, Happy
Jeff,
Gilmore.
have you seen Swingers in the last 6 years?
I have never seen Swingers, actually.
Oh, thank God. You just redeemed yourself a lot in my,
we need to talk.
In my humble opinion. Thank you.
Okay, you had one. You had one on your watch list, and I wanted to see if you've actually seen it. And this is how it started. It started because we dove into your Letterboxd because I was talking about the movie Driven.
Yeah.
Have you seen Driven?
Which Driven? Are you talking about Driven with Jason Sudeikis?
No, Driven with Sylvester Stallone and the actor who played Sunshine.
That's on his watch list.
It's on your
No,
watch
no,
list.
that one's on my watch list. I've seen the movie Driven with Lee Pace and Jason Sudeikis.
Can't say I've seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't.
Trust me, it's not as insane as this one.
I know. Isn't that a Walter Hill movie?
Don't think that was the director. Let me double check. There's somebody
I love
insane.
Swingers.
Have you ever
that.
seen Swingers?
Bethany hates swingers. I love
Me?
swingers.
I do love Swingers. I'm sorry.
It was
You can make Wayne Gretzky's
Rennie
head
Harlan. It was Rennie Harlan.
What did you put?
It-
You put ET as
Oh, Rennie
second,
Harlan. That's right. That's right.
and you've seen
I'm
Swingers.
sorry.
Juice.
I mixed up. You know what it is? I mixed up his
I still love you.
Bullet to the Head director with his Cliffhanger director.
Yes.
My uncle, in the good ways, not the bad ways, is very much like reminds
I want to know
me
about the bad ways.
of
Favorite.
Swingers. I haven't seen the movie in a long time. I don't remember. But that's how I remember that though. And that's like one of his favorite movies. So it's like I'm watching. It's like a movie where I'm just watching my uncle. So
So Jeff's genre, I think, is obscure art house movies that are on his watch list. Like that's his
And RRR.
and RRR. Yeah, that's
I
his
mean,
genre.
I might go
So
see
we've
it.
all
I might go see
established
it for
what
a
our favorite
sixth.
genres
I
of
might
film
go see it for a sixth time in a month.
It is wild to me though that like an over 3-hour movie is the one that has made you like do your rewatches.
But you haven't seen it, Mike.
I haven't. And
How
I
many
probably never
times
will.
And you
have
haven't-
watched
You haven't seen it, and
RRR
you
in
haven't
the last-
experienced it in a theater. You haven't experienced it in a theater on edibles. There are so many great ways to experience this movie, Michael.
Can you do me one favor?
I'll qualify this. If it shows in the theater near me, I'll go see it. I will go see something in the theater that's over 3 hours, but I
It
won't watch it at
probably-
home.
It probably won't because it's came out last year. It only had like limited and some stuff. This is just the Philly Film Society doing this once a month repertory screening. Yeah.
Yes, Juice.
I forgot a key movie. So Scott Pilgrim, obviously he's in a band, but the actual plot of the movie is all about him having to fight with the exes. And obviously there's a lot of music in there. But music, another one. Music is a character in the movie. There's a lot of original music.
What about the movie music?
Oh,
no.
no.
Absolutely not, AJ.
Am I the only one that doesn't know what this is?
Oh,
It's best that you don't. It's
No.
best that you don't. I mean, look
Oh,
it up.
no.
You know how like I love shitty movies, Juice? This one is actually offensive and terrible.
So it has, I'll just show you the letterbox rating.
It's gotta be super low.
Mostly one.
So
And this is not review bombing. This is honest, I think.
So 12,000 people have reviewed this movie on Letterboxd, and it has 64% of 12,000, which is like 7,000, gave it a half star.
Wow.
This is Golden Globe nominated film music
Golden-
starring Kate Hudson.
Golden Globe.
Kate Hudson is a Golden Globe nominee for this
Yeah.
movie, guys.
So
It's
about
true.
80% of people that saw this movie gave it a star or lower.
I
Awesome.
contributed.
Now I
that.
got to see
I
it.
contributed to that
I
stat.
gotta see it.
You did. You
Cut-
gave it a
yeah.
half star. You did.
So here's the thing,
So, in the
this is the
last
kind of movie
6
that is
years,
like
you made time to
horrifically
watch
offensive.
this.
Yeah,
It's actually
and then
terrible.
it's something that you have to witness to understand. Oh, movies can be that bad.
Yeah.
So this came up earlier, like on my NGL. Somebody asked me what was the worst movie I ever saw, and Jeff actually responded to this, and I'm like, have any of you ever tried to watch Manos: The Hands of Fate without Mystery Science Theater 3000 or Riff Tracks? It is
Nope.
the most unwatchable piece of shit that exists on the planet. If you watch Mystery Science Theater, they actually apologize to them for making them watch it because it's that bad.
It's the whole. They have this long
awesome.
opening sequence of the car driving
No
because
credit.
they forgot to put the credits in before
Forgot to
releasing
put
the
credits
movie.
on. See, that part's
The
actually not
whole
that bad.
opening. Yeah, because nothing happened yet.
Because nothing happens, but then it's just a slog for like an hour. It's not super long. I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes. But oh my lord, like without them doing the commentary over it, it is completely unwatchable.
You know what else isn't as fun as the insane clips might have you believe is Troll 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the
I need
individual
to see
clips
that.
are great, but the movie as a whole it's a drag.
You got 3 minutes of
as
fun.
well.
You got 3 minutes
Yeah.
of fun.
I think I actually have seen that whole movie.
It's bad. It's real bad.
God, Mike,
They're
what was that
eating
piece of
her,
shit you
and
just
then
had
they're
me
gonna
watch?
eat me. Oh my god!
What was
You were
that?
saying, AJ?
What was that piece of shit you just had me watch? Oh,
Oh, Hobgoblins.
Yeah, Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins
Excellent.
was actually a good piece of shit. Like,
Well, it's a fun piece of shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's moments of that are so bad it's good.
yes.
I need to know more about August Underground Mortem. What? Tell me more, Lego.
So
Tell me more.
Hobgoblins, I also saw at Mystery Science Theater 3000. But
It's
then,
the sequel to August Rush.
Wait,
Why do you know that?
really?
Is it actually?
Oh,
That would be.
Oh, you said
you
that.
said it was such conviction.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, is it really?
I would. Well, it would make sense because August.
it's
is-
August
it's
possessive.
It's
Listen,
the day
that
the music died.
That specific rationale ran through my head immediately before I said it.
Yeah, because August is it's the Oliver twist. He gets Oliver twisted by Robin Williams.
No, I need to know.
So you
I
just
need
go
to know
underground and
They're saying we don't. I think we're good.
It's real quick. We got a $5 donation from John Lastrina saying he's got this thing. He can see everything. It's called the Devil's Bumhole or something. Magdalene Shaw.
Oh no, he's
Hashtag family. Hashtag family, everyone. What are we looking at here? What just happened? It's like a snuff film. It's gross and has zero redeemable qualities. It's the Room of Terrifier movies. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
Well,
one.
and that's the thing. Music isn't a snuff film per se, but it is just bad because it's offensive and terrible. Like, it's not bad because it's fun. There's no way to make
Yeah, it's not a
fun of
fun
it.
bad. It's a bad and like I do not like this.
I don't know if they put it on. It might not even be on Letterboxd,
Oh wow.
or at least it must have it.
But
Oh,
we all can celebrate right now that Cheaper by the
there it
Dozen
is. I
no
found
longer
it.
hurt us.
Yes, thank thy Lord.
The what?
Ironically, sure, but we don't actually like that these things are being purged. do we?
Yeah,
I-
I'm very annoyed that Disney Plus.
We
just
made sure to
randomly-
watch. We bought a new TV the other day, and Howard was the first movie we
Yeah.
watched because we knew it was going away.
I'm so pissed about that.
I hate that Disney did this because now I feel like I have to support Cheaper by the Dozen 2022.
Right, which really pisses me off.
This is
all
like
new
this is like
content.
the whole crazy shit going on between the Florida government and Disney. It's like, come on, Florida, don't make me root for Disney right now.
Yeah, I have to root for the big evil corporation. Like they're somehow the good guy in this scenario. Man.
Yeah, we don't need to look more into August Underground's Mortem.
I'm gonna take your word on that.
I kind of want to look into August Underground more now. I want to see
Watch
how
it after
Rob
you watch
Williams
Saw.
factors into it.
When you finally watch Solo, you can watch August Underground's Mortem.
No, we still have to watch Freeway at some point.
You just probably summoned Jake.
Okay,
Like
Freeway
even-
Freeway isn't nearly as fucked up as Jake or whoever has been describing it. It's fine.
Jake, whoever. Is that, can we just call him
Jake, whoever might be better than Jake Lacavetta, honestly.
Whoever.
Somebody go
He
in the
really
general
hates
chat and
Lacavetta.
do the
Could
thing.
he hate whoever more? Let's find out.
Jake Lacavetta,
Oh, man.
who drank 16 beers during a filming we did the other day.
Also posted an old thirst.
That's
trap.
called lunch, Michael. It's called lunch.
He drank 16 Bud Lights during a recording.
Oh,
Coming
man.
soon.
Now I know where he stands politically.
I think that. I think if I. I don't know. I just pulled up Fear that also stars Reese Witherspoon. And I was about to ask Jeff, have you seen Fear? But no, I can see that you have not. Well, no, it's on your watch. It's on your watch list. So
Listen, okay, the watch
I don't
list
even have
is
to
just if I come across a movie on Letterboxd and it's one that I'm interested in or I know I should eventually see, I put it on there.
Like 5.
A movie is not on my watch list. If it's not logged and it's not on a watch list, it means that I've either just I most likely I've seen it and I just haven't logged it because I haven't rewatched it since then. That's all.
Sure. Likely
Mhm.
story.
Yeah. Likely story.
So in Driven, like
Heard a lot of excuses
Sunshine.
tonight, Jeff.
Sunshine
Well, I think
from
you need to
London
just
Night.
I think you need to reveal the truth then, fucking Sherlock Holmes. Like, come on, investigate here.
You know what? We will when we ask you some cutthroat questions about some of these movies and you don't know the answers. And then I'll be like, oh,
And
you
I'll
watched them.
throw
did
the
you?"
match. No, I'll throw the match. You'll never
throw-
know if it was real or not.
Jeff
Oh,
wants
no.
to be the first one out.
Listen, I want to catch the idol. I want to see what that shit show is.
What is The Idol?
It's
It's
a
a new
show
it's a new
with
HBO show.
What time does it drop?
It's on Max.
I don't even know. I'm just
Is it 9 or
using it
10?
as an excuse. I don't know, probably 10. It sounds like it's a little too graphic for the 9 p.m.
Use
slot.
that time to answer some trivia questions then before you.
I don't
watch
think
that.
that we were debating this the other day. Like
I don't think you get it. We're all making that slow march to death. I don't have time for anything, Bethany.
why are
Slow
you
march
here?
to death. Okay.
I was invited, AJ.
God.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Wait.
Jeff, you're going to be like answering questions about 8:40. If it's a 10 o'clock drop, you're going to be eliminated long before that.
I have faith that you'll be sticking around.
I got another
man.
game.
One question wrong, he's out. So
I think if he's
I'll-
watched these movies like he says he has, he'll be able to answer questions about them.
You're gonna make the whole first round a bunch of big movies that I don't have logged.
Probably.
All right.
there's no rounds, it's questions. Like literally, it's question 1. Okay, you advance. Question 2. Okay, you advance.
That's right. That's right. I keep forgetting it's individual questions. It's not rounds of it.
Like you're not really playing against anybody but yourself. So
Yeah, Michael, I know how the game works.
So
did you use the full name? You just brony?
I've said your full name like 3 times tonight.
I know you have. But listen.
At least he didn't tell you to
You're
grow
a
up and then
jabroni.
tell you that you were on a slow march toward death.
So I have another game. This is just a
Sure you do.
one-question game.
Okay.
However, each person, starting with Mike to Bethany to AJ to Jeff, will guess.
All right.
Whoever's closest is the winner. Your question is, of the 11 movies in the Fast saga that Jeff has logged, including Hobbs and Shaw,
Okay.
where within that does Too Fast, Too Furious rank from
Should
1
be
to
number
11?
1, but I bet it
I'm
isn't.
guessing it's number 10.
I'm gonna guess that it
Mike's
is.
guess 10.
Put me on the spot here, you motherfuckers.
I'm gonna say that it is ranked 6th.
AJ
Dead last.
and Jeff.
It's number 9.
It is number 9.
Wow.
So Mike was
what is
close.
10,
Mike was
11?
close with 10. 11 is that the first? Wait, is that the first or the fourth one? The fourth one.
Fast
and Furious.
and Furious.
That was
Yeah.
not Yeah, that's not good.
That
for
one's
me.
not good. That's
We
universally
watched
just.
11.
And then 11, many people love 11, by the way.
Was it 5?
I don't. It is Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift is 11. Don't let John Latrina hear you
Or
say
no,
that.
no. Fast and Furious is 11. Tokyo Drift is 10.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
meant
yeah.
to say. That's what we meant. Yeah.
Too
Dead
Fast
last was
and Too
Fast
Fast.
and Furious.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Too
number
Fast,
wise.
Too Furious
Is-
is your number 9.
That's my number 1.
Wow. It's a perfect film, but, not
It's
for everyone.
I will
Perfect.
say, though,
It's perfectly placed in the bottom tier.
I actually bizarrely enjoyed Fate of the Furious more than most of them.
By the way, I need you to understand these rankings, they mean nothing. The Fast and the Furious sequel, the whole franchise, I love each and every one of them.
Because of how
There
dumb
you
they
go.
are, yeah.
Yes, I love all of them. I just love some more than others.
It's like my
So,
Star Wars
Jeff,
rankings.
Mike
We
still
always
needs
say
to watch
about Star
Fast
Wars,
9.
And is there
And
like an
that means-
overall kind of?
I
Are
love
they all
everyone
broken
talking
down
at the
in?
same time.
Are these all subcategories, or is there any list that's just like your overall favorite movies? Is that a thing that exists on Letterboxd or no?
I do that. I keep running lists of like best of the year,
Do you
Oh, okay.
have an
but
overall?
it's only from the year I
So
started.
what was your best of
2017
last
through.
year? RRR, obviously.
2022.
So what was
No.
2017?
No. First of all, 2022 was not RRR. It was Everything Everywhere All at Once. RRR was number 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's true.
So what was your 2017? Do you remember?
I believe my number 1 in 2017, which would not be the same answer now, was I know you're not a fan of, I know Benny isn't.
Ooh,
Denis Villeneuve's Blade Runner 2049.
you are correct.
Hmm.
That
I love Blade Runner 2049.
I wonder-
Now my number 1 would be Get Out, but Get Out I believe was my number 2.
it was.
Fair.
Okay.
And then my number
I-
2 of the year would actually then be Phantom Thread.
I think
That's-
it's hard
yeah.
to like do.
don't
I
know
mean,
for
yeah, at the time doing best of the year, but I think it is fun to kind of go back
Go
because yeah,
back
like
and watch them
when you
again.
really think about it, sometimes yeah, your opinion can change.
Ooh.
a
I think
lot.
my top 3 from last year are still the same.
I can't remember what my
think
top 3 were.
I had Maverick, Glass Onion, and Unbearable Weight.
Oh man,
So,
it was so good.
My number 1 of 2017 is Jeff's. Also, I love Jeff in a ranking list. You don't make it a ranked list, so it's just all the movies with no numbers. At least that's what you did back in 2017.
So that,
Granted,
when
you
I-
hadn't update.
yeah,
You hadn't updated that in 4 years. But
yeah, back then I didn't. When I first started doing that
Yeah.
list, I didn't realize
Oh,
you
yeah,
go and
yeah.
you click rank to do that.
oh yeah,
I was like, I only just started actually logging reviews in Letterboxd this year because I stopped doing the Twitter thread because I don't know when Twitter's gonna die.
so your number 19 is my number 1 of 2017,
Oh,
and it's Wind River.
Wind River is
I
great.
really love that movie.
I
was
don't
great.
know if I know that movie.
Haven't seen it.
It's
AJ?
Taylor Sheridan.
Oh.
It's Taylor Sheridan's, I believe, directorial debut. He also wrote Sicario and Hell or High Water.
I have to look. Wind
Those Who
River.
Wish Me Dead.
Yeah,
He is the guy behind Yellowstone and Tulsa King
Yeah.
and Mayor of Kingstown.
It's the Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen. They're like in a Native American reservation, but
Oh,
like
I know of it. Yes, but I have
in the
not
north, it's like in the
seen it.
snow.
By
It's
the
in
way,
like the Wyoming.
It's
It's
just
in
a good-
Wyoming. Yeah,
It's a good
in
look, just a
Wyoming,
good crime
Tulsa.
thriller.
I think I'm the only person whose only Taylor Sheridan series is Tulsa King.
Same.
Hi, Paulina.
Really?
Tulsa King.
The better
Tulsa King is in
half.
no way great, but I really enjoyed watching it.
It's very fun.
I think I'm the only person who hasn't watched any of his work.
Tulsa King is really fun. Also, each episode is like a half hour to 40 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. So here's the premise, Bethany.
Wait,
great.
he worked on Veronica Mars. I take it back. I have seen some of his work.
So
That's about it.
so this mobster, right? He's in jail. He takes the dive for the mob. He comes out after 25 years, and he gets his new territory. And he has to move to Tulsa, and the mobster is Sylvester Stallone.
I like
Is
how
Sylvester
Olive.
Stallone having to start a whole racket in Tulsa.
All of these always somehow lead back to Sylvester Stallone.
And he partners with a dispensary owner played by Martin Starr, and his character's name is Bodie.
It gets better. He tries to set up a protection racket for the dispensary, like they're an illegal business, because he doesn't understand that weed is legal.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Speaking of that, when we're ready to end the show, I have a game to end us with.
Cool.
When we're done.
Okay.
Just so nobody hits the button before.
Yeah.
On Sunday. We're expecting big things out of Jonathan, actually.
See us.
Are you hitting us with it now, Juice? Or
We can. I'm just saying before we end.
Is there any other grievances we'd like to air out with Geoff before we finish tonight?
The traditional airing.
You know, we can make this an
It
annual
is
thing.
not December 23rd. It's not Festivus. We can do our Festivus stream with Geoff.
Yeah, and we'll also
And I don't
air
even know
some
what a jabroni
grievances.
It always, after I play it, it always mutes you two. I don't know why. Weird.
We never see the clips, actually. It's weird. Our stream lags like that. But
Yeah, it's
whatever.
very strange. Damn you, Comcast.
right. Well, if we're ready. So we're going to do another thing where each person's guessing a list. However, you're guessing the ranking and order of 4 movies. And we're going to continue with Mike to Bethany to AJ to Geoff very intentionally.
Okay.
You starting us off, Mike.
Yeah.
Of the first 4 Air Bud movies, what is Geoff's order? So you're guessing, like, I think he liked 1 the best, then 2, then 3, then 4.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 4, 3.
1, 2, 4, 3.
I'm going 1, 3, 2, 4.
3, 2,
4. 4, 1, 2, 3.
Not fair. You have an advantage.
4, 1, 2, 3. Geoff,
From my favorite to least favorite?
From favorite to least favorite. Before you say it, though, I didn't add the regular. Like, I need to make that list for myself of what actually is the. I don't know if anyone's got it yet. Oh, I see.
I believe the actual order of like the releases was Air Bud, then it was Golden Receiver, Seventh Inning Fetch, and then World Pup.
Right. Yes. Okay. So, Geoff, yeah. What do you remember?
1, 3, 2, 4.
That's what I said. What did I say?
That is what you said.
Wait, Geoff, what did you say was? Say the
Number
movies.
2.
Say the movies that you remember them as.
Are you asking my remembered ranking or
No, you're remembering of which number corresponds to which movie.
there is Air Bud, Golden Receiver, Air Bud, Seventh Inning Fetch.
No, it's World Pup is 3.
World Pup's
World
3.
Pup is. Oh, is it?
Yeah, World Pup is 3. And then
goddamn.
7th Inning Fetch is 4 because the baseball and the super sports gene.
That's what I figured. So Geoff, upon me realizing that mistake, Geoff did get his list correctly. I assumed.
So did I get it correct too?
No, because he had it.
No,
This was confusing. There's controversy.
What are they?
Somebody needs to be held accountable.
So
This
what?
is a great.
So the
Juice,
winner.
This is a great game. Great game.
Well, I'm not the one that misremembered the movies.
You're not the one that decided to go digging around my letterbox.
But it brought us so much joy.
So the
3
winner.
seconds is not long enough to figure out how to be silly.
I think AJ would be the winner of the
So
3 of you.
what is his actual?
AJ, you could be a flapper.
So his
I could be
actual
Bart.
list is Air Bud the basketball
Bart.
movie, Air Bud 4 the seventh inning fetch, Air Bud
Okay.
2 the golden receiver, and Air Bud
Mhm.
1
That was
Air
that
Bud
was the
3
ranking that
the
I
world
was up
pop.
by one.
that was the ranking that I was going for. That specific one. That's where I mixed up the numbers.
I also like that the Airbud movies are ranked.
Oh yeah, you were close.
Nowhere
Yeah, you were also
can
close.
you
Mike.
find a ranking of Jaws.
Cutthroat trivia on Sunday.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.